Hailee Steinfeld is currently on the press run for Sinners alongside Michael B. Jordan, her co-star. And many people have noticed they have an electric chemistry together, both in the movie and on the press tour together. Unlike the one that she had with Shameik Moore, who was on the Spider-Verse series with her, it was different. I think that people noticed Shameik Moore had a bit of a schoolboy crush on Hailee Steinfeld when they were promoting Spider-Verse together, and it was not returned. It was not reciprocated. For the record, though, Hailee Steinfeld is currently engaged to Josh Allen, quarterback on the Bills, and very happy with him. And people just continue hoping that she will leave Josh Allen for one of her co-stars. It will not be Shameik Moore, in their opinion. They think that Michael B. Jordan has swooped in to steal Josh Allen's girl.
I mean, these are just internet shippers who are the most miserable people on planet Earth.
Yeah, I agree. But you know who's more miserable? Shameik Moore. So everyone was saying that Shameik Moore was being creepy. They were saying that he was basically engaging in workplace harassment against Hailee Steinfeld because he was acting like they had something, that they were like on a wavelength that they were not on.
Shameik Moore doesn't look like Michael B. Jordan.
No, he doesn't. Okay, so difference being, I looked this up. I looked up their stats. Michael B. Jordan is 6 feet tall. Shameik Moore is 5'8". Michael B. Jordan is 38 years old. Shameik Moore is 28 years old, I believe.
She's not going for, well, I guess she's only going for a guy her age if he's like a pro football player.
Right, exactly. So Shameik Moore just
and Josh Allen's like 6'5", you said.
Yeah, Josh Allen is 6'5". So, you know, I'm hoping she is happy and secure with her man and in her relationship, and that's not going anywhere. But people really want her and Michael B. Jordan to get together. They're shipping this, and shippers are the weirdest people ever.
They really are.
It's weird enough when it's fictional characters. Like, even that, I'll understand that. They're not real. You're not intruding on anyone's life. But when they're real people and you're shipping them, that's like another level of creepy.
Even then, I'd argue that shippers ruined a lot of modern entertainment, too.
This is the kicker in all of this is that Hailee Steinfeld seems to be responding so well to Michael B. Jordan's advances when, in response to Shameik Moore, she was visibly creeped out and wanted nothing to do with it. It's literally the HR meme in action. Look, where she's like, you know, the Chad comes into her cubicle and it's Michael B. Jordan. And then when Shameik Moore shows up, she's like, hello, human resources. It's literally that, especially you can see in this video of her doing an interview with Entertainment Tonight. There she is talking about Michael B. Jordan and he's side-eyeing her out of sight.
100%. Good thing you're saying those things right now, Hailee, because you know who's standing right behind you right now? Go away! We're talking about you. Jesus.
See, the thing is, though, is like even if Shameik Moore looks like more like him, it doesn't matter because Michael B. Jordan's a legitimate star.
Well, there's also more
very powerful in Hollywood now.
There's more charisma. There's more riz with Michael B. Jordan, evidently.
There was this clip as well.
Yeah, this is them doing Hot Ones together, and he gets up and goes across the table. Gets in her face.
Invading her personal space.
No. No! Shit! You're welcome!
Again, Shameik Moore would have been...
Yeah, it would have been pepper spray immediately. But she's having a good time, it looks like.
Yep, they have very good chemistry.
This is them in Sinners.
He's scared. No.
I'm excited to see that movie. I don't know if I'm going to go see it in theaters, but I am excited to see that movie. And I do feel bad for people in this world too, because now they have to have their whole personal lives dissected based on secondary recollections and photos taken out of context.
Based on a couple videos and some photos of you. You basically are with someone you're required to like take photos with and be friendly with for your job.
Her face looks really weird in that photo. Like,
yeah, I think it was just that she was like blinking or something.
Yeah.
But aside from that, she's a beautiful girl.
Yep.
People are saying they're an it couple. Don't let your fiance stop you from finding your next boyfriend. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what it said.
I mean, okay, like you're saying that about someone you don't know. Do you remember that? But Shameik Moore and Josh Allen are somewhere punching the air.
Yeah, they are.
I'm picturing Shameik Moore. There's just a single tear just rolling down his face.
This is my favorite. Yeah, he cracked that.
Josh Allen in shambles, said one.
No. Here's the thing. Josh Allen.
Does he have anything to worry about?
Josh Allen. Well, look, he's gonna have to play a little harder next year. They're gonna have to division championship isn't gonna be enough.
She's married, bozo. Keep your cuck fantasy to yourself.
I mean, that's never.
Some people think that
has never stopped famous people from cheating on each other.
No.
Before.
Well, okay.
They don't tend to have lots of morals.
I have probably said this hot take before on the show, but it seems like an appropriate time to reiterate it. I do think in situations where you really know the person and it's up to your judgment, you better have the right one, and you're okay with possibly losing this person in your life altogether, if you really feel like they're about to marry someone they should not marry and you want to like make a move, like you want to shoot your shot.
You mean like literally the person when they say does anybody object to this union?
Yes.
And then somebody
but
goes,
not at the wedding. Do not do that at the wedding. I'm saying before that point you should have made a move a long time ago. Like, and it has to be the right moment. It is okay to shoot your shot. I do believe that it is okay to shoot your shot with someone if they are not married.
This is my favorite response.
But do you agree?
I don't know how I feel about that. No, I disagree.
No?
Okay. It's not your place.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that, but it happens.
It happens. I'm not saying it's right, but it does happen. But I don't think that's right.
I think...
Like okay, so there's the trope.
It depends.
There's the trope in the movies, right?
Yeah.
Where the guy knows he's the right one for her, and he's got to say something, he's got to do something, and he's framed as heroic. But the thing is, the only way that ever works in the movies is if the guy that she's with is clearly a piece of shit. Okay,
right.
They never show it as a good guy who this guy just happens to think he's the one for her.
So, in The Office, you wouldn't know this, but I'm pretty sure Jim like waits for Pam to already be broken up with Roy, her fiance, before they ever get together. And like people like that story too. He didn't make some kind of grand gesture.
Then you have to like, but then the thing is like, is he orbiting her? Like, yeah. So you're orbiting, but you're not making your move. Whatever. I don't know how I feel about all that, but I do know that it's not your place to try and break up a relationship if it's happy and healthy.
Okay, happy and healthy are subjective terms.
Okay, then you're going to be automatically predisposed to thinking it's not well when you're the one who wants in. Also, it's her fault if she's then using some dude as like a sap sounding board for the downsides in the relationship.
That's a red flag in and of itself. Yeah. But here's the thing. There's a difference between being what breaks up a relationship and simply being there, expressing interest, and letting what happens happen. Like, especially if it's the guy and it's a girl who's like, whatever, she's in a relationship and he's not. And he says, you know, he expresses his interest, but without putting her in a position where she's cheating on the guy she's with.
Yes.
And she can make the decision on her own time. Whether she wants to end the friendship or end the relationship.
I still think
you know what I mean?
I still think you're wrong, but if I had to choose between the putting her in a position to cheat and making your feelings known, I guess do that one, but I still don't think it's right.
I just think
I also think that whoever the person is that's allowing that, like, it depends on how much leeway we're giving that person as to whether they actually understand that this person's clearly interested in them and they're playing dumb.
Yeah.
Then they're not a good person either.
Right.
So everybody looks bad in this one.
The pitfalls come when like every guy is gonna know that he's the one and think that he knows that he's the
everyone's
one
the hero of their own story,
right? But most of the time you're not that guy, pal.
No,
so you better have good judgment, or you know, like with any guy who believes himself to be in the friend zone, you better be okay with destroying that friendship when you express interest, because otherwise,
look, there's
no one
20
wins.
years of movies where guys got this into their head that they thought that they were going to be they were there and they just didn't see me and stuff like that. And that damaged a whole generation of dudes who thought that that was going to work to their benefit and created orbiters.
Definitely. Yeah,
no.
Don't stay in the friend zone. Do something. Either end the friendship or start a relationship. Those are your two options.
And I still think it's wrong. I guess I disagree. I don't think you make those feelings.
I am pro grand gestures.
Keep your grand gestures to single women, fellas.
Of course,
My
ideally, yes.
My opinion.
Ideally, single, of course. But, the world is a complicated place.
Poor Shamik Moore. More than anything, poor Shamik Moore.
Right. Hope he's doing well right now. We might need to call in a wellness check for him.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.